is the first one. Simplify. Ax over 2 divided by 3a over 4x. Ax over 2 divided by 3a over 4x. So you have to simplify these two fractions. You have to divide the first fraction by the second fraction. Ax over 2 divided by 3a over 4x. Right. When we are dividing two fractions, first we have to write the fraction. We have to write the first fraction. Then we have to change the division into multiplication. Then we have to write the reciprocal of second fraction. Right? Then ax over 2. Then into, here we have to write the reciprocal of 3a over 4x. Then 4x over 3a. Then ax over 2 times 4x over 3a. Now we have to divide by the common factors. Here ax and 3a. Here we can divide these two terms by a. So if we divide by a, then we will get x and 3. Here we can divide this 4 and 2 by 2. So here we can divide by 2. We have 4 divided by 2, 2. So 2x into x, 2x squared over 3 is the answer, right? The second question. Solve 2x squared minus 8 equals 0. This is a quadratic equation because that x with the power of 2. So you have to find the two solutions for x. Right? Solve 2x squared minus 8. Solve 2x squared minus 8 equals 0. Two x squared minus 8 equals 0. Right. Here we can take this 2 or we can divide by 2 each terms. Otherwise, we can take 2 as the common factor of these two terms. Here I will divide each term of this equation by 2. Then 2x squared divided by 2x squared minus 8 divided by 2, 4 equals 0. Here x squared minus 4 equals 0. So we can make this x squared minus 4 as a difference of 2 squared. Then x squared minus 4 we can write as 2 squared is equal to 0. Now we know that this is in the format of a squared minus b squared. Then we have to add then x plus 2. Then we have to subtract then x minus 2. Then x plus 2 into x minus 2 equals 0. Now product of two expression is equal to 0. So that one expression must be equal to 0. Then x plus 2 equals 0 or x minus 2 equals 0. If x plus 2 equals 0, then x is equal to minus 2. If x minus 2 equals 0, then x is equal to 2. Then the answer for the value of x equals minus 2 and 2. Here, from this step, we can do in another way. Here, x squared minus 4 is equal to 0. Then we can move this minus 4 to right side of equal sign. Then x squared is equal to 4. Then now we have to take the square root both sides. Then x squared, square root of x squared is equal to x. Then square root of 4 is equal to plus or minus 2. So in this way also you can find the solutions for x. Then next one. The points A, B, C and D lie on the circle shown in the figure. angle ABC equals 100 degrees and angle CAB equals 30 degrees, then find the value of X. The points A, B, C and D lie on the circle shown in the figure. Angle ABC equals 100 degrees and angle CAB equals 30 degrees. Find the value of X. Right. The points A, B, C and D lie on the circle shown in the figure. Angle ABC equals 100 degrees and angle CAB equals 30 degrees. Find the value of X. So if the points A, B, C and D lie on the circle, then we can say that quadrilateral ABCD is the cyclic quadrilateral. And we know that angle of same segments. Here, angle of same segments are equal. Then what is angle of same segments? Here there is a circle. Here I mark the arc AB. Already we have learned that this angle subtended by an arc at the center of the circle is double the angle subtended by the same arc at the remaining circumference of the circle. So by using that, we can say the angle of same segments are equal. Here, this is the arc. So here, this arc forms angle on the circumference. Here, these angles are equal. This is called angle of same segments. Right? Here, these angles are always equal. Here, this arc AB forms angle on the circumference. These angles are called angle of same segments. These are equal. Right? So by using this one, we can find the value for X. So how can we find the value of X? Here, this arc AB forms an angle ACB and ADB. ACB and ADB. So these two angles are equal because angle of same segments. Right? These arcs subtended by the angles at the circumference of the circles are equal. Here, these two angles are equal because angle of same segments. So if it is X, so we can mark this angle as X. Right? Because this arc subtended by the angle of the circumference of the circle is equal. So here, this angle ACB and ADB are equal. So if it is X, so we can mark this angle as X. Now in the triangle ABC, already we know the magnitude of two angles, two interior angles. Then we can find the magnitude of the third angle because sum of interior angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. So X plus 30 degrees plus 100 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. Sum of interior angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. Then X plus 130 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. Then X is equal to 180 minus 130, that is 50 degrees. Then the value of X is equal to 50 degrees. The next one. Find the gradient of the straight line represented by AB in the figure. There's a straight line AB. Here they were given some points on that point line AB. Here this is 0, 2. This point is 1, 4. This point is 2, 6. So find the gradient of the straight line represented by AB in the figure. You know that how to find the value of AB because the gradient is difference of y coordinates over difference of x coordinates. So if you know the coordinates of 2 points, then you can find the gradient. You have to find the gradient of AB. So we can find the gradient if you know the coordinates of 2 points. Difference of y coordinates over difference of x coordinates. Here we know the coordinates of 3 points. So you can take any 2 points. By using that coordinates of that points, you can find the gradient. Have you all finished? Right. Here gradient is equal to difference of y coordinates. Here, this point is 1, 4. Here x coordinate is 1, y coordinates is 4. Here you can take any 2 points of this line. Here I take these 2 points, 1, 4, and this one 0, 2, because the x coordinate is 2, y coordinate is 4. Sorry, x coordinate is 0, y coordinate is 2. Now we have to find the gradient. Then difference of y coordinates, then 4 minus 2 over difference of x coordinate, 1 minus 0. Here 4 minus 2 over 1 minus 0. Then 4 minus 2 is equal to 2. 1 minus 0 is equal to 1. Then the gradient is 2. Right? Then gradient is equal to difference of y coordinates over difference of x coordinate. Here we know the coordinates of 2 points. So here I take this one as y1 as 4. Then 4 minus 2 over 1 minus 0. Then that is 2. Then next one. In the given figure, the side CB of the right angle triangle ABC is produced to F. Here the side CB produced to F. The midpoints of AB and CB are E and D respectively. If they give the midpoints of 2 sides in the triangle, then you know there is a theorem. The last class also we discussed about that theorem, that midpoint theorem. So I think you can apply that midpoint theorem in this question because they have given the 2 midpoints of 2 sides of the triangle. So if angle DEB equals 50 degrees, find the magnitude of angle EBF. So you have to find that exterior angle EBF. ABC is a right angle triangle. Angle C is 90 degrees. And the midpoint of BC is D. The midpoint of AB is E. And they have given that angle DEB is equal to 50 degrees. So we have to find the magnitude of exterior angle EBF. Right. Here in the triangle ABC, here this D and E are the midpoints of CB and AB. So if we join these 2 midpoints, that line will be parallel to third side. So that is the midpoint theorem, isn't it? Here that D is the midpoint of CB, E is the midpoint of AB. So if we join these 2 midpoints, that line will be parallel to third side of the triangle. So AC parallel ED. So by using midpoint theorem, we got the idea AC parallel ED. Now, we have to find the exterior angle, right? So here, if it is 90 degrees, this angle also 90. Because these 2 are corresponding angles, then corresponding angles are equal because these 2 lines are parallel. If these 2 lines are parallel, then corresponding angles will be equal. So these corresponding angles are equal. then angle EDB is equal to 90 degrees. Now consider the triangle EDB. This angle EBF is the exterior angle. Here these two angles are interior opposite angles of this exterior angle. So we can apply the theorem. Exterior angle is equal to sum of interior opposite angles. So angle EBF is equal to 50 plus 90 degrees. Then 50 plus 90 degrees is equal to 140 degrees. Right? Then 50 plus 90 degrees is equal to 140 degrees, because that AC and ED are parallel because of midpoint theorem. So if these two lines are parallel, then we can say these two angles are corresponding angles equal. So if you want to find the exterior angle of this triangle EBD, then we can add that two magnitude of interior opposite angles. So 50 plus 90 is equal to 140 degrees. Then next one. A cyclic quadrilateral ABCD is shown in the figure. The side AB is produced to E. Moreover, angle BCD equals 120 degrees and angle CBE equals 70 degrees. Find the values of X and Y according to the given information. Right? Here the first data is ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. So already we have discussed about the theorems of cyclic quadrilateral. First one is opposite angles are supplementary. That means sum of opposite angles should be equal to 180. And the second one is exterior angle is equal to interior opposite angle. So these two theorems are in cyclic quadrilateral. First one is opposite angles are supplementary. And the second one is exterior angle is equal to interior opposite angles. So by using these two theorems, we can find the value of X and Y. Right here, this X and 70 degrees are equals. Because this exterior angle is equal to interior opposite angles. So directly we can write X is equal to 70 degrees, right? Here, this angle CBE is an exterior angle of this cyclic quadrilateral ABCD. So this exterior angle should be equal to interior opposite angle X. So X is equal to 70 degrees. Now, these two angles are opposite angles of this cyclic quadrilateral. So, sum of these two opposite angles should be equal to 180. Then Y is equal to 60 because that other one is 120. So, sum should be 180. If it is 120, this should be 60 degrees. Then the value of X is equal to 70 degrees. Because that exterior angle is equal to interior opposite angles, then sum of these two opposite angles should be equal to 180. By using that, we can find the value of Y. Then Y is equal to 60 degrees. The next one. A parallelogram ABCD is given in the figure. For each statement in the table, if it is correct, mark correct in front of it. And if it is incorrect, mark it wrong in front of it. So you have to mark correct or wrong, right? So there are two statements. So you have to check whether the statements are right or wrong, right? Area of the triangle ABD equals half into area of the parallelogram ABCD. The second statement is the diagonal DB bisects angle ADC. area of the triangle ABCD equal half of area of the parallelogram ABCD. And the second one is the diagonal DB bisects angle ADC. So there are two statements. You have to decide whether the two statements are right or wrong. Right. Here, ABCD is a parallelogram. They are given that. And BD is a diagonal. Now we know the properties of parallelogram. Then opposite sides are equal. Opposite angles are equals. Diagonals bisect the area. And diagonals bisect each other. So these four properties we can say about parallelogram. So the first statement is area of the triangle ABCD is equal to half of ABCD. Yeah, that statement is right. Because we know that the diagonal bisect the area. So this area should be equal to half of ABCD. Then first one is correct. The second one, the diagonal DB bisect angle ADC. Here, this is not a properties of parallelogram. Right? So the diagonal DB bisects the angle ADC. So this is wrong. In some parallelograms, the diagonals bisect the vertex angles, the square and the rhombus. The diagonals bisect vertex angle of the square and also rhombus, not the parallelogram, not the common one. They have special properties of square and the rhombus. So the first statement is right, then the second one is wrong. Third, next one. Find the least common multiple of the following three algebraic terms. Here they have given three algebraic terms, 3x squared, 6xy, and 2y. So we have to find the least common multiple. That means LCM of these three expressions. So first we have to find the LCM of all three numbers. Then you have to find the LCM of other expressions. Right here 3, 6 and 2. Then the LCM of 3, 6, 2 are 6. Here x squared, this is in the power of 2. Here x to the power 1. Here x to the power 0 because there is no 0. So we have to take the x squared. 3x squared, 6xy, 2y. So first we have to write the LCM of these three numbers, that is 6. Here x squared, x to the power 1, x to the power 0. So we have to take that x to the power 2. Here y to the power 1, here also y to the power 1. Here y to the power 0 is there. So we have to take the y to the power 1. Then 6x squared y. Right? So directly we can find the LCM of these three terms. Otherwise you have to write each expressions as a product of each terms. Then after that you have to select the common terms. Then you have to multiply. But directly we can find the LCM of these three terms. First we have to find the LCM of numbers. Then you have to find the LCM of each expressions. Then next one. The center of the circle in the given figure is O. Find the value of x according to the information indicated in it. So I think we have already discussed about all theorems in circle. Only we have to discuss about tangent. Right? So while we are doing the tangent questions, we will explain. I will explain that. So here they have given that O is the center of that circle. There is the triangle ABC. That means that all vertices, that points A, B, C are on the circumference of the triangle. And they have given a mark. They have given an angle OAB equals 55 degrees. Then they are asking about X. So we have to find the value of X. So you have to identify the data. You have to understand the data. Then you can find the answer quickly. Here O is the center of that circle. So that is a big data, right? So if that O is the center, then you know about OA and OB. Then you can find the magnitude of angle AOB. Then we already discussed about that theorem. The angle subtended by an arc at the center of the circle is double the angle subtended by the same arc at the remaining circumference of the circle. Right? So by using that theorem, you can find the value of ACB. You can find the magnitude of angle ACB, or you can find the value of X. The angle subtended by the arc at the center of the circle is double the angle subtended by the same arc at the remaining circumference of the circle. Right. Here O is the center, then we can mark that OA and OB are equals because those are radii. Right? So radii are always equal, right? Here OA and OB are radii of that circle, then those two should be equal. Now we know this angle AOB is an isosceles triangle. Because here these two sides are equal, then that opposite angle should be equal. So we can mark this one as 55. Because opposite angles of equal sides are equal, right? If these two sides are equal, then opposite angle should be equal. So then we can mark this one and this angle is also 55. Now by using these two angles, we can find the magnitude of this one, angle AOB. The sum of these three angles should be equal to 180 degrees. Here sum of these two angles is equal to 110. So the third angle should be equal to 70 degrees. Then only the sum of interior angle should be equal to 180. Right. Now we found the magnitude of angle AOB. Now we have to find the value of X. Here this arc AB. Here subtended an angle AOB. So the arc subtended by an angle at the center of the circle is double the angle subtended by the same arc at the circumference of the circle. So here, if it is 70, this would be 35 because this is double of this angle. So we can write X is equal to 35 degrees. Because this arc subtended by an angle at the center of the circle is double the angle subtended by the same arc at the remaining circumference of the circle. So X is equal to 35 degrees. Then next one. Fill in the blanks in the following statement using suitable geometric terms. The straight line joining the center of a circle to the dash of a chord of the circle is dashed to the chord. Here already we have discussed about this theorem. Chord of a circle. Here there is a circle. Here I mark AB as a chord of this circle. Here AB. And this center is O. If we join the center and the midpoint of this chord, that will be perpendicular to this chord AB. If we join the midpoints and center of the circle, that midpoints mean the midpoint of chord. If we join these two points, this line will be perpendicular to this chord. So that is the theorem. Right? So by using this theorem, we have to fill the blanks. Here, the straight line joining the center of the circle, this one, to the midpoint of a chord. If we join midpoint of a chord and the center of a circle is perpendicular to the chord, then perpendicular to the chord. So we know that the straight line joining the center of a circle to the midpoint of the chord of the circle is perpendicular to the chord. So this is the theorem. You already discussed about the chord of a circle. Right, next one. In the figure, the radius of the circle inscribed in the square ABCD is 7 centimeter. Find the sum of the areas of the shaded regions in square centimeters. Use 22/7 for the value of pi. So we have to find the area of shaded region. Right. Here in the figure, the radius of the circle inscribed in the square ABCD is 7 centimeter. Here they have given the radius of the circle, that is 7 centimeter. Find the sum of the areas of the shaded regions in square centimeters. So we have to find the area of shaded regions. So how can we find it? So first we have to find the area of this square. Then we have to find the area of this circle. Then if we subtract the area of the circle from the area of square, then we can find the area of shaded region. So how can we find the area of this square? Because we don't know the length of square. And only we know the radius of that circle. Here, if the radius is circle, then the diameter will be 14. Because this is also 17, then the diameter is 14. So this diameter will be equal to length of the square. So this is 14 centimeter. Because here the radius is 7 centimeter, then the diameter will be 14. So if the diameter is 14, then the length of one side of a square should be equal to 14. So here we can mark all the sides are 14 because ABCD is a square. So now if we know the length of a side of square, so we can find the area of the square ABCD. Then area is 14 square or 14 times 14. This is the area of square. Now we have to find the area of circle. That is pi r squared. Then pi is equal to 22/7. Radius is equal to 7. Then 7 times 7. Here the length of a side is 14. So we can find the area of square. Then 14 times 14. Then the radius is 7 centimeter of the square. So we can find the area of this circle, pi r square, then 22/7, 7 into 7. Now 14 times 14 is equal to 196. Here we can divide these two terms, 7s, then 22/7, 154. Then 196 minus 54, that is 42 centimeter square. Right? So how can we find the area of this shaded region? First, we have to find the area of square. Then we have to find the area of this circle. Then after, if we subtract that area of circle from the area of the square, we can find the area of shaded region. The next one. In the figure, ABC is a straight line. Find the value of x using the given information. So here ABD is a triangle. ABC is a straight line. And AD and AB are equals. And they have given that angle DBC equals 110 degrees. So now we have to find the value of x. Here we can apply a theorem. We can apply two theorems. The first one is opposite angles of equal sides are equal, because that ADB is an isosceles triangle. So you can apply two theorems for this question. So opposite angles of equal sides are equal because that AD and AB are equal. Then the second one is exterior angle is equal to sum of interior opposite angles. So by using those two theorems, you can find the value of x. Right. Here, AD and AB are equal. So if it is x, then we can mark this one as x. Here, because opposite angles of equal sides are equal. Now we know that sum of adjacent angles on a straight line is equal to 180. So x plus 110 is equal to 180 degrees. Then x is equal to 180 minus 110, then 70 degrees. Right? So here no need to apply the theorem. Exterior angle is equal to interior opposite angle. I thought that they have given that exterior angles, no, so we can apply that theorem. Here no need to apply that theorem. Exterior angle is equal to interior opposite, sum of interior opposite angles. So only we have to know the opposite angles of equal sides are equal. And the second one is, right? Sum of adjacent angles on a straight line is equal to 180 degrees. So x is equal to 70 degrees. The next one. Find the range and the median of the group of data given below. Here they have given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 data. Already you have learned in grade 8 how to find the range and the median of the data. So you have to find the range. If you want to find the range, then you have to subtract minimum value from the maximum value of that data. Then you can find the range of that distribution. Then how can we find the median? So we have to find the middle term of the middle term of that distribution. So this is already in the ascending order. When you are finding the median, you should write the data in ascending order or descending order. But in the question, they have already given in ascending order, so no need to arrange that. So you have to find the range and the median. Okay, here, find the range. So how can we find the range? Range is equal to maximum value minus minimum value. Here, what is the maximum value of this distribution? Here, 29. Then the minimum value is 10. So 29 minus 10 is equal to 19. Then the range is 19. Now median. Here there are only 7 terms, no? So directly we can select the middle term of this distribution. Otherwise, otherwise we can find the median by using n plus 1 over 2 term. Here, n plus 1 over 2 term is the median. So what is n? Here, n is the number of terms. Here there are 7 terms. So 7 plus 1, 8 over 2, fourth term. Right? So the median is fourth term. So which is the fourth term? First, second, third, fourth. Then 18 is the median. So in this way also you can find. But here there are only 7 terms. The data are the already in the ascending order. So directly we can find the middle term of this distribution. So directly we can find the median. Otherwise, you can write the steps also, right? So range is equal to maximum value minus minimum value. So 20 minus 10 is equal to 19. So 18 is the middle term of this distribution. So median is 18. Then next one. The points A, B, D, and E lie on the circle shown in the figure. That means that A, B, D, E is a cyclic quadrilateral. Because that 4 vertices of that quadrilateral are on the circle, on the circumference of the circle. Moreover, ABC is a straight line. That means that DBC is an exterior angle of that quadrilateral. Using the given information, find the value of x. So already we discussed about the theorems of cyclic quadrilateral. The opposite angles are supplementary. That means the sum of opposite angles should be equal to 180 degrees. And exterior angle is equal to interior opposite angles. So by using these 2 theorems, you can find the value of x. Right. Here, this is exterior angle of this cyclic quadrilateral. So if it is 75, so this angle should be equal to 75. That this angle means angle AED. Because exterior angle is equal to interior opposite angles. So this 75 should be equal to the angle, that angle AED should be equal to 75 degrees. Because exterior angle is equal to interior opposite angles, right? So here this angle is 45 degrees plus x, no? Or we can write as x plus 45. They both are equal. Here we have to write this angle AED. So 45 degrees plus x degrees is equal to 75 degrees. Because this angle AED is equal to 75. Exterior angle is equal to interior opposite angles. Now we have to find the value of x. So 75 minus 45 is equal to 30 degrees. So here only we are applying one theorem. That is exterior angle is equal to interior opposite angles. Then this interior opposite angle is 45 plus x. That exterior angle is equal to 75. Then x is equal to 30 degrees. Then next one. AC is the diameter of the circle shown in the figure. Already we discussed about the angle of semicircle, right? When they are given the diameter, we have to get an idea about the angle of semicircle, right? Find the value of y using the given information. So you have to find the value of y. AC is the diameter of the circle shown in the figure. Find the value of y using the given information. Right. Here, if AC is the diameter, then angle ADC should be equal to 90 degrees because angle of semicircle. this arc, semicircular arc, here form an angle of the circumference. That should be 90 because this angle is 180, no? So that should be half of 180, that is 90. So angle of semicircle is always 90 degrees. So this is 90 degrees. Now we have to find the value of y. So here we can mark this angle as y. Because here these two angles are angle of same segments. Right? These two angles are angles of same segments. Here this arc AD, subtended angles on the circumference. Here these two angles should be equal, right? So why this? If it is y, though, so this angle is also y because angle of same segments are equal. So now we know two interior angles of triangle ADC. We have to find the third interior angle. So now we can write y plus 90 degrees plus 70 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. Because sum of interior angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. Then y plus 160 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. Then y is equal to 20 degrees. Right? Here this is y. So these angles also y. Why? Because angle of same segments are equal. So here AC is the diameter. So angle of semicircle, this angle should be right angle. Then sum of these three angles should be equal to 180 because these three angles are interior angles of that triangle ADC. So by using that, we can find the value of y. So that is 20 degrees. The next one. Solve 1 over 3x minus 1 over 4x is equal to 1 over 12. 1 over 3x 1 over 3x minus 1 over 4x is equal to 1 over 12. So this is the equation, simple equations in the format of fractions. So you can find the LCM, then you can cross multiply, then you can get the value of x. 1 over 3x minus 1 over 4x is equal to 1 over 12. So here, LCM of 3x and 4x is 12x. 12x is the LCM of 3x and 4x. So in 12x, there are 4 3x. 4 times 3x is equal to 12x. So we have to multiply this 1 by 4, then 4. Because first we have to check that in the LCM, how many times the denominators are there. So in 12x, there are 4 times 3x. Then 4 times 1 is equal to 4. Here in 12x, there are 3 4x. Then 3 times 1 is equal to 3 is equal to 1 over 12. Then 4 minus 3 is equal to 1 over 12x is equal to 1 over 12. Now we have to cross multiply. Here 12 times 1, 12x times 1. 12 times 1 is equal to 12. 12x times 1 is equal to 12x. Now we have to find the value of x. So 12x is equal to 12, then x is equal to 1.